Hi, and welcome to Polaris. In this video, I will show you how to configure geometry settings and use the paint tools to create terrain shape. Select a terrain in the hierarchy. Under Geometry section in the inspector, you can see there are many properties such as terrain size, height map resolution and mesh settings. It is recommended to set LOD count to 1 to reduce the workload when working with geometry. To create a geometry painter, right-click on the hierarchy window and select 3D Object, Polaris, Tools, Geometry, Texture Painter. The Geometry, Texture Painter allows you to specify which terrain group it will work on using Group ID. Force Update Geometry is mostly used for vertex color painting, we will keep it off for now. Enable History allows you to take a snapshot of the terrain every time you make a change to it, so you can perform undo, redo by pressing Ctrl-Z and Ctrl-Y. Enable Live Preview will display a preview of the painter's effect on the terrain before applying it. Enable Terrain Mask will use a special texture to lock particular regions on the terrain from being edited. We will cover this option in another video. There are many paint modes to choose from, where elevation, height sampling, terrace, remap, noise, subdivision and visibility will work on the height map. For each paint mode, there are some instruction right in the inspector, see it for more detail. In the below sections, you can adjust your brush settings such as mask texture, radius, opacity, etc. Now I will use the painters to create a simple terrain. So now I have this basic terrain, let's play around with geometry parameters. Here we have width, height and length, which you can use to adjust terrain size. I will try setting height to a lower value. Height map resolution, quite obvious, when you set a new value, the height map will be resampled to fit in the new size. Mesh base resolution and mesh resolution determine the density of polygon on plane areas and rough areas. I will try setting different values for them and you can see that polygons are not distributed evenly. Some areas will have a few and some will have more polygon. This way it can be rendered faster and create a more interesting pattern. Grid size determine how many chunks to split the terrain mesh on X and Z axis, pick an appropriate value depend on your terrain size. You can see that it also affect polygons density. LOD count, as it says, how many LOD to generate. I will try setting it to 4 and you can see the transition is seamless between levels when I move the camera in and out. However, it is recommended to keep this value to 1 when editing geometry, since it can do the work faster. Displacement seed and displacement strength are used to add some random offset to vertex position, like this. Albedo to vertex color, this option is used in vertex color texturing mode. When set it to sharp or smooth, the terrain will convert color from the albedo map to vertex color. We will cover this in another video and I will leave it to none for now. Storage option let you choose whether to save generated meshes to asset, or don't save and regenerate on enabled. Time sliced option allow your to break to generation process into multiple frame, instead of generating all at once. Like this. By default, this option is only available in play mode. To have it in edit mode, you must install the editor coroutines package using Package Manager. There are detailed information provided in the manual, please take a look. And that's it, see you in the next video.